Hello and welcome to Foreign Correspondent. I'm Mark Corcoran. On assignment, high in the Andes Mountains in the Bolivian city of La Paz. But our story tonight comes from far to the north of here, in the United States. The state of California currently finds itself in a financial hole so deep that a crack Hollywood special effects team would have trouble illustrating it. And so far, no one, not even the state's action hero governor, has figured out a way to fill it in. But that's not for want of trying. These tough economic times have prompted some unusual solutions, but perhaps none so provocative as the one we examine tonight. Here's Eric Campbell.
Head north from San Francisco on Highway 101 and you soon reach the famous vineyards of Mendocino County. These grapes were once the lifeblood of the community. Mendocino, like its neighbour the Napa Valley, is still a magnet for connoisseurs. But we're not here for the wine. We're here for a much more lucrative crop that's the real source of the county's wealth. We're here for the marijuana. You won't see it from the highway. It's grown discreetly on the back roads.
So this is our light deprivation greenhouse. What you do, the larger plants that are in here are going to be forced into flowering.
Matt Cohen is one of the county's most successful horticulturists, producing premium, organic marijuana.
These are pedigree clones of the best cannabis strains in California.
We can't show where his farm is. He's scared criminals may come and steal his crop. But the police know all about it.
This is a very well-known cannabis growing area, and we now have very detailed regulations on how one can legitimately operate a medical cannabis cooperative.
Cohen operates through a large voter-driven loophole in California's drug laws. In 1996, a referendum allowed marijuana, also known as cannabis, to be grown and sold for medical reasons.
You have to go through some 25 different hoops you got to jump through in order to do that. Criminal background checks, and you have to be operating a not-for-profit entity. A complete accountability for every gram of medicine that is produced.
His cooperative supplies hundreds of members who have doctors' recommendations to take it. Angel Rach is a self-described soccer mum in San Francisco. She smokes a potent mix of cannabis head and extract, often every 2 hours.
I'd be dead without it. I have severe chronic pain, I have arthritis. I also have a life-threatening wasting syndrome. I don't get hungry at all. I basically, without cannabis, I will drop a pound a day. I literally deteriorate. My body cannot function. I can't move. I can't eat. I can't sleep. It really is a full physical, medical breakdown. I don't get high from cannabis at all. It's really boring. I really honestly don't like using it. I do it because I have to.
Back in the 60s, marijuana was seen as something only freaks and hippies took. San Francisco's Summer of Love, based in the scenic Haight-Ashbury district, terrified America's leaders and media.
The movement appears to be growing. Use of drugs appears to be spreading. there's the real danger that more and more young people may follow the call to turn on, tune in, drop out. Well, there are the hippies. They make you uncomfortable.
A couple of generations on, public attitudes have changed radically. Haight-Ashbury, along with the rest of the city, now has legal shopfront dispensaries for medical marijuana. 13 other states have followed California's lead. Even Washington, D.C. allows marijuana for patients. And in a few months, Californians will ponder the biggest change of all. They will vote on whether to end nearly a century of prohibition. Now, as prevalent as marijuana is, it's still illegal in every state to use it for recreation. But the November referendum could change that. It would mean anyone over 21 could have an ounce of cannabis and grow it themselves. What's more, it would open the way for it to become a legal cash crop, giving local governments the power to regulate its sale and tax. Not surprisingly, many of today's younger generations see it as a no-brainer.
Marijuana is the cash crop of California.
I thought it was corn.
No.
I thought it was oranges.
It is marijuana, and if you were to legalize it, it would be like it's something ridiculous, like $2 billion in revenue.
As long as there's regulations on it, I think why not? If you can regulate it like alcohol, it's not any more dangerous.
But what do your parents think? Is there a bit of a...
Oh, my parents would be completely against it.
But many parents do agree. Latest polling suggests a slim majority of Californians plan to vote yes. Not because they want to smoke it, but because they want to tax it.
We have an entity here called the Board of Equalization, and they're kind of our tax body. So they've estimated that maybe $2 to $3 billion for the state budget. Now that's not going to resolve a $20 billion deficit, which is what we have, but it could go a long way, towards many things that people are seeing being pared down.
All members vote who desire.